Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are doing great. In today's lecture we are going to discuss that how we can create forms in HTML. Okay, so in the previous lecture which I have just given you complete demo about the forms in HTML. Okay, so today we are going to discuss how we can create those different types of the form. Okay, so in today's lecture we are not going to cover the complete form but some part of it. Okay, so today we are going to discuss how we can create the input text fields in the forms. Okay, so I have just given you different examples regarding the forms in HTML in the previous lecture. In those examples there was some part which was describing the input text fields. Okay, so let's start the topic and let me give you that example again so that you will have a clear picture regarding the input text fields in the forms in HTML. Okay, so let me give you that example. I'm opening the website here. Okay, so this is the eBay website for buying the product online. Okay, so this is the registration form of the eBay website which you have to fill for buying any product online. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the text field which is asking for the first name of the user. So basically this is the text field which is asking for the text as an input. So this is the input text field. Okay, this is the text field which is asking for the input for the text as an input. Okay, so in today's lecture we are going to discuss how we can create these types of the input text fields. Okay, this is the text field which is asking for the last name of the user who want to buy the product. Okay, so this is also the input text field that we are going to create in today's lecture. Understand? So now let's not waste our time. Let's open the Notepad++ and let's discuss how we can create these input text fields in our forms in HTML. Okay, so I'm opening the Notepad++. Okay, so I have already set the title as HTML form because we are going to create our forms in HTML in today's lecture. Okay, so the first thing that you have to keep in your mind, that is the first tag that you have to use for creating any type of forms in HTML, that is the form tag, and this tag has the opening tag as well as the closing tag. Okay, so let's write the form tag first here. Okay, form. Okay, so let's write the closing tag of the form as well. Okay, okay, now we have to write here a tag for creating the input text field. Okay, so between these form tags we have to write the text, the code for creating the input text fields. Okay, so that is the input tag. Okay, so how we did do that, let's see this. Okay, so after this we have to give here the type of the field, the type of the text that you have to enter in this particular text field. Okay, so basically we are creating the input text field, okay, which is asking for the text as an input. So the type of the type of the text that we have to written in this text field is a text. So we have to write the type of this text field here, so that is the text. Okay, so you have to write here text. Okay, so you have to write here the type of the text field. Okay, so I have written here text. Okay, so after that you have to give the name of this text field. Okay, so in the name you have to write the purpose for which you are creating this input text field. Okay, so I am creating this input text field for asking from the user the name of the user. Okay, so I am writing here the name of this text field as the first name of the user. Okay, so now let's write the closing angular bracket here. Okay, so now let's save this and see the output in the browser to understand how this particular tag is working. Okay, so I have just written here a single tag. Okay, I'd have not written here the closing tag of this. Okay, so I have already told you that there are some tags which don't have the closing tag. Okay, so this is one of them. Understand? So now let's save this and see the output in the browser to understand the functionality of these things. Okay, So let's open the desktop folder because I have saved this file on the desktop. Okay, so I'm opening this file from here. Okay, so this is the text field that we have just created. Okay, and this is a text field which is asking for the text as an input, so I can write here any text here. For example, I am writing here Rameen Fike. Okay, so as you can see the working of this particular text field, understand. Okay, so what are the different types of functionalities that we can perform on this particular text field? Okay, so let's see this. Let's open the Notepad++ again. Okay, okay, so what I can do here, I can write here like as you can see what I am doing here. Let's save this and see the output in the browser. Okay, let's reload it from here, and now you can see here what I have did here. I have written here the name. Okay, so it is exactly showing me here, understand. Now it is asking for the text as an input though, so I can write here any text here, understand. So now let's do something more. Okay, okay, so there is an attribute that we can use here, that is the placeholder. Okay, so what this thing is done in this tag, let's see this. Okay, okay, so I am writing here placeholder as enter your name. Okay, so now let's save this and see the output, that what is the functionality of the placeholder in the forms. Okay, so let's load it. Okay, as you can see here there is a highlighted text inside the text field. Okay, so this is the working of the placeholder. It just shows you some highlighted text inside the text field. Okay, so when you start writing, so that highlighted text will be hidden, understand. Okay, so another attribute that we can use here is, okay, so for example max length is an attribute. What this attribute does for us, let's see this. Okay, so I am writing here 3 as the value of the max length attribute. Okay, let's save this and see the output. Let's load it from here. Okay, so let's start typing my name here, RAM. Okay, I am typing, but it is not written here inside the text field because I have just set the limit as 3. I can only type here 3 letters, not more than that. If I write here, for example, 5. Okay, so now let's save this and see the output. Okay, oh, so let's reload it from here. Now let's write the name here again. Okay, as you can see here, now it can only accept the 5 letters because I have just set the limit of the max length as 5. Okay, so this is the working of the max length attribute. Okay, so another attribute that we can use here is the size. Okay, so what this attribute does for us, let's see this. For example, if I am writing here 3, now let's save this and see the output. Okay, so let's open the browser. Let's reload it from here. Okay, as you can see here, the size of this text field has become short. Why? Because I have set the limit of the size as 3. So it will just it is just decreasing its width. Okay, so what the size attribute is doing for us, it is just shorten its width. Okay, so just width of the text field is become shorter now. Okay, so this is the working of the width attribute, the size attribute here. Okay, so I hope you understand this lecture. I hope you understand all these attribute here. Okay, the placeholder attribute, the max length attribute, the size attribute. Okay, so this is the text field that we can create in the forms in HTML. Okay, so I hope you understand the today's lecture, and so in tomorrow's lecture we will inshallah discussing the different different text fields in the forms in HTML. And if you have any query, you can ask from me anytime without any hesitation. You have to just write a comment in the comment section, okay? And you have to you have to watch the video from start till the end, okay? So let's meet tomorrow in the next video, and take care. Allah Hafiz. And now I'm stopping the recording here, okay? Goodbye.